Alright, hi everyone, this is Tanny here from the Man to Man Coach podcast channel, and welcome back to another episode of the NFL 2021 Prediction Series. Today, not joined by Mason, but I do have my dog Emily in the background here. And yeah, a bit of a different setup here, but last week for predictions, we went 10-4. Overall, really fun week. The games I got wrong, like the Browns winning, the Saints winning, I'm not too upset about. By the way, the 49ers Bengals and the Bills Buccaneers, two of the better games of the season. And now into week 15, almost done with the year. We have a lot of games on Thursday, Saturday, so let's just get into it. AFC, want to start there. Chiefs Chargers, I'm really excited for this with Herbert and Mahomes. I think that, the first time these two teams met, the Chargers won this season. I do think Kansas City wins here. Their defense is playing very well. I think it's going to be a very exciting game here in this AFC West duel, but I'm taking Kansas City. Raiders, Browns, both of these teams have kind of been up and down this season. Cleveland has a lot of players and coaches on the COVID list. With that being said, I think that the Raiders win. I just think the COVID stuff's going to affect the Browns. And the Browns offense, I have questions about. I do think that the Raiders defense will do enough to win. I'm very excited for this game. New England, Indianapolis, two of the more technically sound teams in the NFL. I'm going to go with the Patriots. I just trust Bill Belichick and this defense more to shut down Jonathan Taylor and put more pressure on Carson Wentz, who I think has played well this season. He's been kind of underrated, but I just kind of see this game coming down to the wire like 23-18 and the Patriots making like a game-winning interception. That's just how I see that one playing out. Jets, Dolphins going on a good streak, have a good defense. Jaguars, Texans, they battled last week well against Seattle. I think they win here. Titans, Steelers, another very interesting game. Two teams who have kind of had some great moments, but also some down moments. However, I'm going to go with Tennessee. While their offense may be questionable, ultimately the Steelers' offense is kind of non-existent. I think this is a very messy game with a lot of maybe picks, sacks, punts. I'll go Tennessee 17-13. I think this is going to be a very kind of classic retro game with a lot of running the football. And then Bengals and Broncos, two wildcard hopefuls for the AFC. This is a tough one as well because it is in Denver. And I do think with that defense, they're going to be Cincinnati. Listen, I really like Joe Burrow and everyone on the Bengals. I do. But the Broncos at home are great. Their defense is playing pretty well, and their offense is fine. So I do think Denver wins. AFC, NFC column, Panthers, Bills. Buffalo really needs to win this one. I think this will be a fine game. I do think the Bills get themselves back on track. Carolina is struggling. And then one of the games I'm most excited for, Green Bay against Baltimore, Packers, Ravens. These two teams have been so fun to watch, even though Baltimore's falling off. I mean, Aaron Rodgers versus Lamar Jackson is just a headlining matchup that you want to watch. Who to win? That's tough. In Baltimore, that makes it more split, but I'm going to go with the Packers. They're getting a lot of players back from injury. I believe David Bakhtiari, Jareer Alexander's back, and I just think Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams, those two are just going to cause a lot of havoc in that Baltimore secondary, which is injured. I think Packers-Ravens is going to be a great game. I'm very excited for it. Two very well-coached teams, but I'm going to go with Green Bay. NFC column, I have Washington beating Philadelphia. They're very similar in talent. I just think Washington's that much better. Well coached, I'll take them. The Giants looking like one of the worst teams in the NFL. They have been so disappointing this season, so I think Dallas wins. And then the Lions, one of the worst teams. They have their fight in them, and even with the Cardinals' injuries, I still think Arizona wins pretty big. But if I had to put a score, probably like 28-10. I think this one could be really neat. Falcons, 49ers, two teams who could be in the wild card. Atlanta seems to kind of be so up and down. San Francisco, though, their offense plays very well in rhythm. I could see a game where the Falcons' defense steps up and they, are able to maybe make this one close. Ultimately, though, I trust the 49ers play calling a bit more, but pretty fun game. And then we have Seahawks, Rams. These two teams always put on an entertaining show. I'm going to take LA, though. I just think they're a more complete team. And then these two primetime games are kind of going to, Emily's currently sleeping. Well, that's going to be me during these two games here with the Buccaneers, Saints, and Vikings, Bears. I get the matchup potential there with these division games, but the NFL primetime scheduling has been so bad this season. I mean, Packers Ravens could have been a primetime game. Bengals Broncos primetime, it's just why don't you flex it? The Bears have had way too many primetime games this season. It's ridiculous. I think the Buccaneers win very easily, and then I think the Vikings win as well. I like their offense more than Chicago, who is just a learning team. So that's what I have for week 15, everyone. I think it's going to be a very fun week. A bit of a different episode here with Emily in the background sleeping, resting. And that's kind of going to be the theme for this week on this channel is enjoying the rest and the sleep. There's going to be no podcast episode. There's no prediction videos. It's been a busy week for both Mason and I, and kind of taking a break from the podcast. What I think we're going to do is kind of spread them out, maybe do it every other week. So doing next week and then playoffs is what we'll do is we'll kind of combine. We'll do the prediction videos, but the videos are going to be basically kind of talking about the playoffs. They're going to kind of be a combining format, but only about 3 weeks left of the season. Really crazy to think about that. We are winding down here. Draft content, going to take a bit of a break. Do have a video coming next Tuesday, but thank you all so much for watching. Going to be a lot of fun games this week. Let me know which ones you're most excited for. Top 5 for me, I think Packers-Ravens is Tanner's game of the week. Upset's probably the Titans at the Steelers. I don't know what the betting line is. I think that could be entertaining. I think Patriots Colts that might be an upset possibly. Broncos Bengals I think will be really fun, and then Chargers Chiefs. A lot of really good AFC games. There's been a lot of good AFC games this season. So let me know what you all think. Until then, take care. Bye bye and have a good one.